is gonna be fun. Wait, what was I making before? Oh yeah, I was making this one. What's this? Oh, hi. Hi. This is gonna be very interesting. So I'm gonna actually set up. I'm gonna actually fuck cook for some extra ingredients to make, guys. So give me one. Nice. So give me a few moments, and then we'll get right on with the Dendro quest. And I mean, I have to do the Dendro quest. I saw it was kind of almost full of Risen, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can actually use it. The moment I try to leave the city of Sumeru, the game's like, hold on, you can't. The moment you do, you have to reset everything. So I'm just like, well, shit. Guess I'm stuck here. Not complaining though, but like, oh well. I mean, I was going to use it to get extra points and get some extra stuff, but fine. I didn't want to anyway. 75. It's because I don't have any rice. Okay. Question, where do I get rice? Wait, what am I doing? I could just... And I was doing this one. Leeway, Inazuma, and Shimaru. Go to the general store. The tavern counts as a store, the general store, right? No, no, it doesn't. Sold at restaurants in Shimaru. Okay, but I can get some. These. And these. And this. And whatever this is. And whatever this is. Bacon. Now I think that's it. Oh god! Stop messing! And what? Dang! I only have one flower. Oh, there you are. Okay. Now I see Zeus. Okay. Flower. I have like. No. Why can't I do 100? Boo! Okay. Now we go back to this quest. Oh, that explains why. Okay. Let me check something real quick. Create a battle pass. Bruh. Whatever. Oh wait, there's a general... Here. I don't have... Oh yeah, it's like I put them on in spaces. I yeeted them in space. So the thing is, this game is multiplayer. You can have up to 4 people playing at the same time. The thing is, if you want some characters, you have to spend a little money. But otherwise, it could be. You would have to like, let me double check. Cause you would have to pay attention to what weapon you have and what level it is, what artifacts you have and what level they are. That's not important. What level these are and how to level them up. And you also have to get these things.
Assemble!
So it could, but I don't know. Knowing you, Fox, I don't know if it is or not. I want to say yes, but at the same time, I don't know. I still get some. Yuck tofu. Sus. How am I even over here? Okay. How much more did I spend? Bruh. Actually, while I'm at it... No. No. Stop. Enhance. Okay. What do you use? I don't use everything else. Bop. No, stop. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Oh. Go. Oh. Perfect. Okay. No, stop. Okay. Bennett, 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 Badger, 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 Badger. Boosting everyone up real quick. Making sure no one's behind. No consumable items found. Are you sure about that? Yes, you are. Okay. Okay. How about now, bitch? And then I have this. Why not? That'll give me 2 levels. Battle pass. Cool, and I have one more to spend. Wait, I can level people up, can't I? That counts as spending more. No. What do you need again? Chug, 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 chug. Oh. 60. Oh, right. You need the cube. Cat. I mean, I could go for her. I could try to build her. She is an archer, and she's a shielder. But she's a cat. Grandma. What do you need now? Hold on. Hold on now. What is she? What is she drinking? I found out what she was drinking.
This doesn't feel like a divination technique from beyond this world. My school of shamanism relies on the earth rather than the sky. When the fake inauspicious stars show their teeth, I bind them with the spirit of the earth, the bones of dead animals, and the power of the obscuring smoke.
You had me until you said dead animals. The hell, lady? And she's reading something that I do not want to know. How about now? Thank you! Yes, okay. Daily commissions, I can't do those right now because I'm stuck in a mission. Everything else. Okay, whatever.
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
Cultured for oh, I know who he's talking about.
Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Have you been feeling like we've been living the same day?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming?
Something like that,
Did you
yeah.
know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
Repeat that one more time, good
Didn't
sir.
you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru?
No one dreams here? Okay, I feel uncomfortable now.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
No one dreams in Shimaru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that?
That's a good question.
Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
The moon guy.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
How do you know about that? No, seriously. How does he know that does he know? Does he know?
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
Bullshit.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Cool. Way to change the subject, douchebag.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
I mean, we're living in it. Well, I'm reliving it, aren't
I
I?
knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Trust your instincts
So
and
that's how it
overcome
is.
fear.
Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously.
Would she though?
At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Taking this. Taking these. Taking those two. And that's enough for another weekly.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
Gang of kidnappers that jumped you.
You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
We're stuck in a time loop. Oh, fuck me.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Tell her, traveler.
So, about your new greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual, uninterested in anything, and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Bullshit.
At first,
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
What life like?
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe.
Where do we take her? Nahida. Why do we... That actually makes sense why we're taking her there, actually. Hi, wall. Where is it? She's not here? Where is she? Oh, Nahida, the, icon, right. Flower. Where is Nahado? Right here. Oi! Child. That's apparently a god.
we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
She doesn't see her?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
What?
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
She can see her? But the
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
bruh.
What happened?
I can give you a hint. It's a disease,
Do you
douche.
believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
Wait a minute. Whoa, wait.
So, you think the sages are behind this?
Oh, he is such a douchebag.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned. What did she say?
Cool, now she thinks Nahida is a fucking imaginary friend of ours. God, I feel old.
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
Our headgear.
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Most information's come from.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Not this shit again. Don't do it. Don't you. Fuck you!
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. That doesn't sound...
No.
My mind feels exhausted. Okay.
No.
Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Right.
That doesn't... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Then
That
is it
doesn't-
this one? It's this one?
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy.
Using the headgear that we have to control the masses.
When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price.
Correct.
Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
Why would they do that though?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
To keep us in line.
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
A tree. To say the least.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
I mean, what's a shot?
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
You and me both.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it?
There's always a sound of beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard it the same beep back at
It's
the port.
probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Why is the camera going backwards? And why is it looking at the headpieces? Oh no.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing
Screen's
with
going
us.
back.
There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head.
The screen is going black.
We took off our Akasha terminals.
And the sound is gone. What?
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Don't you dare tell me we're back in the loop. Don't you dare tell me we're back in the... We're back in the... Why are we still have the gear?
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
At the
We
end of last
definitely
night.
took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that
did?
beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nihida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
Illusions and lies.
Moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Yes, it was.
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Are we gonna help out or?
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right. Wait, her arm isn't damaged.
Dia,
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Her arm's not injured.
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Are you using your new greatsword?
How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
If you're
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our terminals?
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Is it possible that we already broken free?
You're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
We'll know for sure at the end of the day.
No clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Something like that, yeah.
Forget it. Go and do your thing. Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
No. Now that's part no, but the first part, maybe.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
Mine too. But my brain's been shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Why do you have to say dookie?
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
She said use the restroom and take a shit.
People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
No, but hearing it from a god, yes it is.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Let's just go to bed.
Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
There goes that beep again.
Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day.
As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
You already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, You might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Have we though?
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
You're a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other
True.
words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahira's talking about confusing stuff again.
Is she though? I mean, every single icon we have met in person and slapped 20 times. But this is the only time where she appears before us, but we still have no idea if she even is real or not.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
No?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical condition should also reset.
Exactly.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
So time theory is out. Wait, she said something about bodily memory though.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
We're not in the time loop. Instead, our memories are being erased at the end of the day.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
Is it though?
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
She's not gonna tell us, you idiot.
Put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
So the wrong conclusion then?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
Fuck this damn time travel nonsense. I mean, it's not even time travel, it's ugh. I'm just confused every doggo. Hi. Good boy. Wish this game would let you pet the dog go, but it won't let the... Oh, hey! I would do that later. So Dia should be De Gea.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
We're missing somebody.
Well, you're still getting used to your new
She's
greatsword.
there.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, can
Sus.
you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Let's just get to the
That
point.
works.
So everything's on fire. Our memories are
What
being
happened
erased
to you
every
guys while
night.
I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Yeah, and we're wearing the exact item that is brainwashing us.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes.
Yes.
Your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
How?
Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
I've actually thought of that too. But if the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city's resources as well as information substituted.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything.
But how does that explain the more we get then?
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Great, she thinks we're crazy.
I can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time.
Wait, there was another way to go here? I didn't have to go through the fucking thingamajig, to the thingamajig, to the thingamajig? Why am I over here?
This is it.
Hi, what is it?
This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
She has a point though.
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it.
True.
The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew. I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Shit.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Did we though? We're not in the real world.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
I suddenly realized that something is strange.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we never thought of leaving the... Why haven't we left the city?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
We should have thought about this a
How
long time
about we
ago.
go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
The time is the time actually unable to adjust time? Please complete. What? Why does it say it 4 times? Oh no, it's different time. Oh no. So the time is going on its own.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Kind
Sort
of.
We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
What would happen if we said, fuck this city, I'm out?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
I what? This is the first time we ever came to that cook. Oh, right, time loops. No, timelines. Right, right.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
Bruh.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Why haven't you? Out of curiosity, why haven't
Something
you?
here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Don't you dare beep. Don't you dare beep. Bitch!
Our memories are back!
Are they though?
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
From who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Why is it yellow? Why is the background yellow?
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
What?
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
You don't have to. 2 days ago. Oh god.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
And what is going on? Head to the gate. Head to the city gate to find a way out. Got the pigeon. Doggo!
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow, you fucking it! Oh no.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
Good doggo. Okay, you was in the way.
It looks like the
Maybe not good.
academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
So the academia doesn't trust your stupid asses.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
I mean,
Looks like he really doesn't know.
what's stopping us from just leaving though? I'm pretty sure we could have climbed the fence and then
We
left.
can't get anything out of him. Let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we
How do we do that?
climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This
Why
is
don't
a
we
good
do
spot,
that?
and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
We need someone to stay and witness what's going on.
What if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you.
Paimon, if I get in trouble, I'll fight my way out, douche.
Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
But if we leave together, the same thing will happen.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look. And
Bruh.
please, be careful. Ah, memories!
What?
Traveler! Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared.
What?
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
What the fuck?
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
What the
Okay, most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
We disappeared if we left the city. But we still got dragged back here to the city at night. What the fuck is the Grand Sage doing?
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
I want to describe the plans from yesterday.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
To just up and disappear the moment I leave the city? Okay, so obviously the Grand Sage is doing something. But what would be the point of making people disappear if we left?
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yes, I don't even know yet that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
We interrupt Genshin Impact to bring you Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. This replaces tomorrow's city with the Castle of Oblivion. Every floor we take, we lose memory. Bro, what the fuck?
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Why would the Grand Sage go that far though? What is he hiding?
But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
If our memories are erased, can we leave behind something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
You're the only one here that we can bounce ideas off, Nahida.
Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep,
okay.
Now we're talking.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it can connect to any node.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. The Grand Sage is obviously hiding something. But what? What could be so important to hide? Is he just trying to make sure the festival goes away? But then why repeat the day? Just so we lose motivation?
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
Paimon, you're never happy about anything unless it involves food. Or more. Or treasures. Or more. Or treasure. Or food.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Was what I left for myself when I left the
Yes.
city.
Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Spaces.
I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls.
I don't have the gummy bears nor the alcohol to take to understand what the fuck is going on.
Everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. That does...
Really? Really?
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zeru's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
They shouldn't, though.
Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats.
So basically, it's musical chairs, except there's only 7 chairs, and instead of everyone shoving each other playfully or tripping each other or trying to steal it from others. Y'all guys just pull out guns and just start shooting each other.
So
Cool.
no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Almost like the Keyblade War from Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Only a lot darker. And bloodier. And I'm going. I need some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Where are you going?
Where am I going? Organize your thoughts on the familiar bench in the city. The familiar what? I'm not walking, I'm teleporting over. Okay.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Hi, son. Bye, son. Oh, nope, it says there.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
She sounds so dead. She used to be all happy sunshine and rainbows, and now she just sounds dead. Like her dream just got crushed into a million pieces.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
Your mom is taking away, Paimon.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Are we though? Screw it, I'm using it. And then
Add Astra.
I would do that.
Thank you for complete.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks to destroy. Boing 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 boing. Treasure chest.
A reward on the road.
Boing 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 boing. Double kill.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks in
Have
your
you-
faces,
I think we figured
are
it
you
out.
ready to take your Sub-Zeros exam and graduate from the festival?
Say that one more time,
Are you
Nahida.
ready to take your Sub-Zeros exam? Are you ready to take your Sub-Zeros exam?
This is all one giant fucking test? Wait, hold on. In the beginning of this icon quest, we are taught. Scholars go insane trying to grad. What the? I swear to God, if she's teasing me, I swear to God, if she's fucking teasing me, I am yeeting her across the room with no regard of her life. I'm aiming for that mountain behind me.
Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
What?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Wait. That'll give me the truth behind it. What does this mean? Hold on. Before I do anything.
Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream, rather the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
But how would that explain the beeping, though?
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
That bastard with the grand
It is
sage.
the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Why?
And it grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
The gnosis? No.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too.
What dream-controlling creatures have we fought?
But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
But what's the use for?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Wait.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
I swear to fucking God, if this is not the right answer, I'm screaming.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
How? That is right.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. We've already...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
If I don't get a gold star for this, I am kicking her. If she doesn't say, if her next word out of her mouth is, "We get a gold star," if I don't hear that, I am kicking her.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
You just said moon the...
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at...
I didn't say illusions, I said lies.
So you noticed.
Good Lesser Lord Wakakadaki.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Fuck you, and all who love you.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all.
Paimon, shut up, you didn't know shit.
Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning.
Has she though?
It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
But that doesn't seem like a good time. But this doesn't seem like a good time.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
How do we get out of the dreamscape then?
On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds.
Bullshit. Tell me the truth, damn you.
Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense.
It does not.
Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk.
Woman, I've played Kingdom Hearts. That game is an irreversible confusion in and of itself. If you don't play all the games.
That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
I hate you. You cabbage. You Cabbage Patch Kids. Child. Thing.
Firstly, This dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right?
Yes. Why?
That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha.
This is actually true. Some people dream, and some when we dream, some people don't remember it, others do. Damn, 16 of these. Oh no, because it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 packs of 2. Oh, sorry, I'm staring at this Pop Toy. It is a frosted confetti cupcake. If y'all guys are interested.
So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
Bruh.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
It's called being in a coma, Paimon. And it ends in 2 ways. A happy way where hold on. Where the body regains consciousness, and a sad way they don't wake up.
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate.
Yup.
Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Wait. What if they're trying to use this birthday as a way to cut ties with the Dendro icon? Like, you wouldn't celebrate something if it reminds you of a horrible time. If someone were to die on someone's birthday, they wouldn't want to remember that day. Bro.
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
Or the Grand Sage is literally trying to get the Dendro icon out of everyone's mind. Because they don't accept her as the real Dendro icon.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
The Fatui.
The Grand Sage said, Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more?
Now that's the answer.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
God, I hate when the pop tart doesn't just sticks in your mouth. Like, damn, let me talk. But no, it wants to be sucked in my teeth. The Grand Sage never accepts Lesser Lord as the Dendro Archon. He still has his butt hurt because of the Greater Lord's demise. They never accepted Nahida as the Lord and Savior.
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
The Greater Lord.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Paimon, she is talking about the big one. The real Greater Lord, you idiot. Fuck you, Beep.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Fuck this Beep.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where's the other
I'm
one?
afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
She's dead.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
So she's dead.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler.
Tell that to Raiden Shogun! Actually, wait. Could this be the same one as A, though? Because A created two puppets, so Asshat and Shogun. So Asshat went rogue and joined the Fatui. Shogun stayed behind and ruled Inazuma, but she locked herself away in that mental space.
You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus Festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the Sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Yeah, that is a good point. What about Hat Asshole? The Hat Ass. Sir Ass Hat. Isn't he here? Supposed to be here? What?
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
Just look at Venti. Oh wait, he does all of his drinking. He drinks his sorrow away. Morax isn't even that sad either. He just vibes. A can't be sad. She's just a bit detached from the world. Huh.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zerus Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
Because the host lacks imagination.
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we
Where the
going to
fuck is that
find
Grand
them, though?
Sage?
If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far, only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Yes, it would be. Why would it be unlikely, though? Knowing the plan, they probably become aware they're... Oh. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize it is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
No way. The one with the strange getup.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character.
Why would he...
Let's ask him some questions, shall we?
Oh. Just gonna unlock that. Okay, we're good. 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 You'll figure it out before I get home. React here. Alright. Incoherent screaming here. Why only 5?
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Is that a real mustache or a fake mustache?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Rip your mustache off. Right now.
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new
Yes.
Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Yes! In fact, yes it is! Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Wait. Wait. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Yes? No. Is it... No, it...
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all.
Yes, he is.
Expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Yes, he is.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them.
Wait.
Hey,
Is
Traveler!
she... No. What the fuck is going on? Return to the accommodation.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey,
Leave these
this
guys
is
to
my
me.
job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath.
Ugh, fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway,
Zip it and
watch
take
yourself.
her.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Propagate! Germinate!
Get out of here! Take cover!
Try to keep
Adventure time!
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Scatter! Take that! I'll be back.
Then who's the dreamer?
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm just angry at myself.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
That should give us clues then, shouldn't it?
Even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Yes. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get those notes written before the Shimazu festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will continue your journey immediately. So I was hoping that I will be right back real quick. back to this info dump. Hold on now.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
What if she's the dreamer? No, 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 don't you, no, 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 no. Don't you dare tell her she's the dreamer. Don't you dare tell her she's the tell her she's the host. Stupid tree. Always getting in my way. No, she's not. She can't be the host. She better not be the host. Oh, but what if she is the host? Oh no. Ah, jeez, Rick. Ooh-wee, Rick.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Wait.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I could barely recall it
There will
now.
always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Don't.
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets.
What? Where are we going this time?
Where are we going? To watch the dance? But... The sage. No. But it's gonna get. It's not gonna. Nothing is gonna change though. The asshole is still gonna shut it down. He's a douche.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already...
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
Yes,
He's
I do.
a sage from the academia.
I don't care.
Drag you into this.
He's already dragged me into this.
Traveler, what the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
And I'm gonna kick this fucker's ass.
Wait.
Don't wave at
they're
him,
not
you idiot.
reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets.
Oh, of course. If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Wait up, the flowers.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Bodhisattvas went extinct after her death.
I'm gonna check something real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisarahs in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisarahs? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Donjuza is the host. That's the only excuse.
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh?
Imagine the grand sage and his entourage, right? Not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
No!
So Nilu's the host. What a surprise!
Oh, fuck.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Yes! You are!
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zerus festival?
Something like that, yeah.
Guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story.
Oh god.
His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Wait, what the f-
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
This dream was gonna end soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zerus festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zerus as beautiful as we can.
Please dance your heart out. Dance your heart out.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zerus.
What's going on? Whoa. No, 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 no. Don't you fucking take that away. What happened to the ceiling? The trees are going away. Why are the trees going away?
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Wait, I thought she... The dream. She's dreaming it, so she's there, really. And Shimara is disappearing. What's going on with the background? Whoa. And why are we glowing? Wait, we're waking up. We're waking up. We're waking up, right? Tomorrow's gonna happen, right? Right?
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Right, the dream though, right?
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night?
I don't know anymore. What is sleep?
Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
Did we?
Quick, take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Just shut up and follow. Okay, the treasure chest is not there no more. Damn, that would have been a good use. That would have been a good EXP. What am I even caring about?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine? Why are you saying well done to us?
Thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zero's.
We broke the cycle. We broke the cycle! Am I free? Oh, I can see it. More voiceover. Ooh, hey, we got new voiceovers. What is it about? Ooh. Caminos.
Free knowledge without having to study at all? Can's knowledge is amazing! Could Sumeru have Can's knowledge about the different customs of the Seven Nations too? If so, Paimon could just open a can every time we get to a new place. Paimon wouldn't have to explain things ever again!
Or we could just open them all here in Sumeru.
But traveling wouldn't be any fun without surprises to look forward to.
Ooh, plus, if we open them all here, I wouldn't even need Paimon as a guide anymore.
Okay, scrap that idea! No more can knowledge! Let's save our Mora for something else! Something like... Oh, tipping Paimon for guide services! Seems fair, right?
Bruh. She was all on board, and then we were like, oh, we don't need Paimon anymore then, because we know everything about this world. She's like, nope. Get the idea out of here.
The Eremites are a real motley crew.
There's certainly a diverse range of characters.
Yeah, that could explain it. Oh, Paimon can play lots of different characters too. Judgy Paimon, knowledgeable Paimon, helpful Paimon.
And of course, the classic. Completely misses the point, Paimon.
Damn.
Have you noticed something? People in Sumeru don't seem to have a lot of faith in Lesser Lord Kusanali. Back in Liyue and Inazuma, people were pretty enthusiastic about Rex Lapis and the almighty Shogun. Those strange scholars are one thing, but even everyone living downtown only ever seemed to talk about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Yeah, and the most delicious mushrooms are said to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's blessing.
Speaking of which, lots of the dishes in Liyue are said to have been taught and approved by Rex Lapis himself.
Damn.
Aha! So as long as a god blesses their people with delicious food, people will worship them.
If their name is Paimon, sure.
Huh? Wait, so what do you believe in then?
Me? Paimon, of course.
That's right.
The wall of
The
some
first
wood?
time we saw the wall of Samiel, Paimon was stunned. It seems to go on forever.
Well, it was built to protect the entire rainforest, after all.
And it's so tall. Who knows if you'll be able to climb all the way to the top?
I doubt it. Also, why do I have to climb it exactly?
Because it's right there.
What?
Even so, no.
The wall of Samiel is right there in front of us.
I know, but it's way too...
But it's the wall of Samiel.
Fine, I'll go, okay?
Wow. Climb the wall. Why? It's here. Why? It's here. Why? Because it's here.
All these Sumeru scholars seem to wear Akasha terminals, so they can get information from the Akasha system. It's like they're carrying an interactive encyclopedia with them, wherever they go. Oh, Paimon's kinda jealous.
Well, I'm not jealous. I have an even better encyclopedia that automatically follows me around, gives me the A to Z on everything into that, and the best part is, it can even talk.
Huh?
Whoa.
Was that a compliment? Aw, you're making Paimon blush. Paimon definitely doesn't know as much as an encyclopedia. A to Y at most.
Well, you know, maybe if you ate a little less, you'd have room for Z, too.
Hey!
Damn. Oh, wow. Shots fired. Can I leave? I can't leave. Let's see, okay. No. First, I have stuff to actually build. So I'm gonna go back here.
Would you care to sit?
No, I don't want to sit down. Your tea is sus. Oh, hey! I'm at rank 10 now. Finally.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive. I cannot help but be stirred.
Let's fucking go! Maxed out! Ooh! Why can we now build a... Okay. Birched. No. Yes. Where'd it go? Oi! There it is. And I kind of like this one. I'm gonna have to check that out later. But since I have 10, I can now have 10 of these. Nice. Oh, my. So I can keep... Ooh. Oh, well. I just need one of those and we're good.
If you ever...
There's your face. Boing, 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 boing. Oh. Right, now where? Oh, where? It's my potato chip. Ah, he's right here. Mood. This is the mood right here. Right. Now I can... I'm kind of aggravated that we can only get one of those, we just, boom. And we get two, so we get 2 waters. And only one... Oh, speaking of which, I should just... Because there's no real teleportation here. Can I put it in here? Yes! Let's go. For the Mirage. Where is it? It's right there. I'll put it right here. I mean, I don't technically need one here. Considering, oh, you know, it's my own home. And I don't want to, Okay, so, for these guys, I'm gonna... These... Oh, wait. Okay. I just need 4 more. Ah. 4 more animals. Coconut puppies. And then flamingo. Then we're gonna go back over here. Because I got 9 kitsunes. I don't have a problem, guys. Oh god, hi. Okay. Excellent. My territory. So I should have a teleporter there. Your teleporter is there, yes. And I can just pop over here whenever I want. Oh, the kitsunes! I have become the god. Right. Back to my important thing, back in tomorrow. I mean, I could have run around in circles. Oh wait, my grown-up is not even here. Man. Okay, well, hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, now where was I? Oh yeah, you know what? No, screw it. I will grab my adult so we can do all the weeklies later. But right now, I'm just going to continue on with the story. Catherine! What?
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Wait, what?
And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her.
What?
Her consciousness is still weakened.
Why? Why does she sound like Nahida?
Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
No, it's my bench. You have no right to sit on my bench. I have already peed on it. It is mine. You have no right to go near it. Alright, now where? Alright, my favorite bench. The bench I have been going to for the past who knows how many days. What is life? The bench of knowledge. Ma'am, my bench is right here. Oh. That's not going to the bench. It's going to the ledge.
Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
Is she though?
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described.
What?
Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
Yeah, you know, it only took us a headache. And a few No, I only have one Pup Tart.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
You know, it only took us beating the crap out of some people who did not deserve to get to beat the shit kicked out of them. Us cussing out a Grand Sage only to realize it was the dancer that was the host.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Yes, you do.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
So why are you Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
Eh?
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha.
I don't have mine on, right? I don't want her looking into my brain cell.
I've always respected my people's free
Good, I
will,
don't have mine.
so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Snezhnayan puppet? Oh god. Snezhnaya is the world I never was. Confirmed. Great.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
Small break real quick, guys. Give me one moment. So sorry about that, guys. I had to take a small, need to do something, but we're back. We're back now.
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
Welcome to life, Nahida. Welcome to life.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Do they though?
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha.
Bullshit.
Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime.
You better.
Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten
That's
the
why
lost
she
soul
was.
here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
Okay, so that was why she possessed Catherine. But what about the dream I had?
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
How do you know that?
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
Metal.
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
The Fatui.
Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick. Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious, and all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming. You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly that.
Such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Sus.
Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
Not really.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
No, no reason.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
Bruh. Worst line ever.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
Maintenance? Why do you have maintenance?
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh.
Oh. Right, I forgot. This is another... The weeklies, right, right. I'll do those eventually. Yay, what is this? Huh. It's a thingy. Just 3 more. Oh boy. chicken. Alright. I'm gonna do this one daily quest actually. Just because this one's completely different from the others. It's not doing the escort, it's not fighting, it's not doing the escort, it's not fighting, it's just something that has something to do with something. Jesus. Give things relating to leeway. Oh. Do I already have the things to give it to him? Oh. Oh, he wants to do dishes. Huh. And then rank 10, baby! And have over 300. Yes. Taking these. What was that? That is sus. Okay. Experience with few. Talk to Catherine in Samaria City. Why? Four. That'll be 7, that won't be enough. Cat.
Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
How about no?
Wait. Say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
How about no?
What kind of commission is that?
The audience would definitely have a reaction.
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
Yeah, because I don't know what a love poem is.
In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
There's an orphanage?
Hey, that's not any better.
Mercenaries and orphans don't really go together.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Bruh.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Why are you a thing? Why do you have to be a possession?
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, "Ad Astra Abyssosque."
Add extra applesauce.
So it's been you this whole time?
Bruh.
Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one.
Was it happy though? Or did people started exploding?
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round. Everyone
Sacrifice.
looked really
Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
Yo.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
But in reality...
Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity? the manifestation of the withering on the human body. We can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsol's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to. And right, who knows what'll happen?
Shit. Oh.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival?
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Gee, I wonder why.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
This idiot. Means emptiness and deception.
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Not this crap again.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages. No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
Oh
Doing
yeah.
that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
So then, a key figure?
I've already tried that. But all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Or does she?
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
Like the Alhiam. Alhiam.
That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Or are they?
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sitaria?
Sitaria? Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Sitaria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Sitaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Like you are?
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore. Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Sitaria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city.
Jesus.
Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there. This should be Sitaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sitaria?
No, I already have enough information on Sitaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Talking style and key characteristics?
Fuck.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates?
Yes.
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way. Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
You can borrow their voices?
Of course, of course. In that case. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods. Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Prospects in love? Why? Is this a question?
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
What? What? No, thank you.
Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
LOL.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
What do they like to eat? What do y'all like to eat?
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have
I
someone in
don't.
charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia, so she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's
That's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing!
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Guess that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Okay, now I'm back for real. I think. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Talk to Nahida.
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
Is it though?
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So, how do we set that up?
Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh?
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh.
Bruh.
That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
But
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
fuck. Wait until 12 and 8. That is completely useless, Anya. You can't do damage. Guess you're gonna have to get this one for now. While I wait, I might as well just do this. HP plus. The exalt. Right. Does she heal? No, she only shields. Affected by pyro. And just have that, I guess. Jesus. Fine. See. Continuously regenerates HP of all characters within, so she does heal. If that's the case. Okay. I have some things to take care of, so I'm gonna end the episode right here. I will catch. We will do more of this story the next time I can. So thanks so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Stupid push.